Hello guys, so today we are doing a line of King's Indian attack French variation where black plays the move g6. So hope you guys enjoyed and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's commence and see. e4, e6, d3, d5, knight d2, c5, knight gf3, knight c6, g3, g7. So this is a new line. In the last video we saw the move b5, b6 and bishop e7, but this time black is playing bishop g7. So let's see. Bishop g2, bishop g7, castle. And now the move knight f6, but the main line is knight g e7. So let's see the move knight f6 first. So knight f6, there are plenty of options for white. One is simple rook e1, trying to force white to play the move knight into d, and since the king in the center, so yeah, castle e5. And now this is actually dead for white because the pawn is no way to save the pawn, because if you play the move then you know, so yeah, so the pawn is going to drop. So this line is not working. Another line here is simply e into d5. So e into d5, and now e into d5 would just simply make it to rook e1 check, and that will be awkward for black. So the main choice here for the black player is to play the move knight into d5, and the line is used to be considered dubious but energetic also. So knight b3, and now the move b6, because the only way to save the pawn. And now the move c4, and now knight d7, trying to save the way, and now opening. But somehow black survives, even though white has this monster bishop and soon is going to be open. But the only good move for black here is bishop to a6. So it seems fine for black. So let's go to another line. Uh, After knight f6, the move c3. So this is the more finest option for white. After c3, black plays castle. Now e5, advancing the pawn. Knight d7, retreating the knight. And after this pawn, this can be protected by the move d4. So this time the pawn is not going to drop even after queen c7. So simply d4. And even so, black can assure himself so sufficient counterplay by immediately attacking the front of white's pawn chain by taking. So black can get immediate counterplay. So that line is also not so very good uh, for white. But yeah, there is this move knight b3. So knight b3, queen b3, knight f5. So yeah, so this was knight f6 line. Now we'll go back to knight g e7 variation, and knight g e7, and here the move rook e1. So rook e1 is a good move. White also has the option of taking in the center, and here, and when compared to knight f6, now bishop e7 lines, the possibility of e into d5 must be taken much more seriously, because with the knight blocking the e5, black can safely play e into d5. So black can easily play the move knight into d5 and also e into d5. So yeah, but then comes the surprising move d4. So this is the move d4 is actually introduced by Mark Dworsky himself, the famous author. And actually you can see his games, he has infused a lot of good ideas for white in there. So let's see through this. So actually this has been played a lot, and somehow white can get an good position, but there's a big if that white can get the pawn back. So queen b3, bishop f4, castle, just a second, and bishop d6 and d3. So aiming. So just a second. Yeah, so just yeah. So knight b3, and I suspect that black's doing okay here. So I don't recommend this move. So I recommend rook e1 and the move b6. So b6 is normal for black here. It's more common for black to delay kingside castling in this line because black is trying to stay flexible and can castle kingside and both queenside. So yeah, now the move takes just again. Yeah, so we saw c3, and now after b6 the move c3, and we have already seen the idea of c2 to c3. The idea is to play d4 and e5, so trying to block black in the center. And now the move, so here black has several options. One is castle, another is bishop b7, e5, and now the move g5. So this is a pretty flexible line for black side, as I have told you earlier too, that this is a common line and black is trying to stay flexible. He hasn't castled yet, so just keep that in mind. And we commence with the move, yeah, c3, and now the move a5. So black is trying to gain some queen side initiative here, so we'll just block simply. So this preventing black's queen side expansion plans and gaining b5 square. Also you can just simply play the move. Yeah, so this would be a nice maneuvering, and let's see some games here. And I'll continue with the games, but I'll just quickly show you through this one game. uh, this was played between Nanu and Puskas, and in 1999 Daily Tushnad. So here e4, e6, d3, d5, 92, c5, knight c3, knight c6, g3, g6, bishop d2, bishop g7. So this is the main line. Castle, knight g7, rook e1, and castle. So here white plays the move h4, and black replies with the move h6. And so white simply blocks the center here, queen c7, and now queen e2, defending the pawn. Now the move g5. So what black's idea is to play the move knight g6 and attack on the pawn. So yeah, so takes takes takes, and this is a brilliant move, I would say, because otherwise simply just b into e4 if, so actually loses because of the queen h7. So yeah, so this move is pretty authentic here, and knight d4 is a good move for black side. Now retreating the queen, and now f6, pushing the knight, kicking the queen, queen f5, knight e6, queen g6, and knight takes bishop, rook takes b9, and knight. So yeah, so usually good enough, and king into e7, queen. So yeah, so this is a win for me, right? So just a quick recap. Now e4, e6, d3. So we saw the move g6, bishop g2, and now black tries to ganchetto, castle, and castle, and now move h4 is good, and h6. If black castle, we can play with our usual setup: h4, h6, e5, queen c7, and queen e2, g5. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.